Batman issue 87 sees the crazed Edward Nygma contact Oswald Cobblepot and tell him that he's been watching the entire city from every angle, learning Gotham is an equation and he plans on solving it. He tells the Penguin that he hasn't slept in 3 months and he's forgot the sensation of sleep thanks to his methamphetamines. Penguin cuts him off, saying that he doesn't like the intrusion. The very emaciated Riddler says that they just wanted to talk to someone, but they will focus now. Penguin continues his mini murder spree of his men as he tells Riddler to get to the point. So Riddler tells him of the 5 assassins who have been apprehended, and he knows this was the first part of the plan and always was, since those were Oswald's exact words. Penguin, however, already knows thanks to his people on the streets, and he's begun to act accordingly. Penguin finishes killing off his crew, saying that the devil will find nothing of the Penguins worth taking. Oswald tells Edward to close up shop and to disappear, but Edward says he's tried that already, but couldn't stay away. Oswald says that he is going to hold his ground, but he's cleaning house and getting ready for a war. Edward warns him of the deal they made with the designer, and he has come to collect, but Oswald dares him to try. At one police plaza, the 5 assassins are arrested by Bullock and his men as Batman contacts Catwoman, who isn't too pleased with the smell she has to deal with thanks to the dead man in the server room. She says that she is nearly done, but finds it strange that someone would come to try and replace his blueprints to the Wayne rebuild project, especially choosing a blueprint that is already finished, the Tricorner Yards campus. Batman tells her to send the file to Lucius so he can run a comparison on the 2 designs, since there will be a message in them. Catwoman knows that Bruce has been on this case for a week and wonders if he has any idea who's behind this, but Bruce asks what's wrong since she is nervous, but Catwoman waves it off as having to watch someone's head cook from the inside out. She tells Batman to keep his head in the game since there is dangers afoot on the rooftops of Gotham and they have designs for the city as well. Bullock meets with Batman, who hates dealing with these costumed villains. Batman tries to get the Commissioner to focus, but Bullock hates being called that since he's just a seat warmer, and even he knows Bruce Wayne isn't just going to build a new GCPD HQ and give him the job. Bullock knows that he will be dead first, probably killed by Deathstroke, but at least he knows he'll have a good time at the cop bar in the afterlife. Batman asks if the assassins are secure and Bullock hopes that they are, otherwise he's sending Wayne his funeral bills. As he continues to talk, he learns that Batman has disappeared on him. At the Black Block, Batman knows that this was the goal of the new GCPD headquarters. 9 secure holding cells for the truly dangerous. Cells that could hold anyone from Bane to Joker to Ra's al Ghul and anyone else that Batman doesn't trust to Arkham. Batman remembers designing it after imagining a prison that could hold him or members of the Bat family. He knows there are only 2 ways to unlock the block, and only one of these ways is known to the 2 officers whose DNA is used for it, with the other way known to only him and Lucius. Batman meets with Slade, who says that he doesn't want to waste Batman's time, so he says he won't be telling him anything and none of the other assassins know anything either. He says that the cage provides him with a real challenge, and that's what he likes about Gotham. He does reveal that he liked his employer's plan and what they told him about it, and what they were willing to pay him. Batman says that he can just dismantle their bank accounts, but Slade says he's probably being paid in cash. He tells Batman the clock is ticking since he needs to make his first kill before daybreak, but first he needs to escape from this prison. Batman asks for Cheshire's cell to be opened, despite Bullock telling him that he's got her in full quarantine thanks to her poisons. Batman knows the assassins were counting on that to happen, so entering the cell, he finds that Cheshire is made of clay and is a body double. He calls for Bullock to put out an APB on her as he races off, contacting Lucius, who has been keeping an eye on everything from his home. He uses the cameras on the Wayne rebuild cranes around the city to track Cheshire, locating her as Batman boards the night climber. Lucius says that her movements through Midtown Street mean it's too dense for him to get the night climber through, so Batman activates the bat shot and Lucius is curious to see if it will work. As Cheshire is alerted to Batman's impending arrival, Lucius tries to narrow down her target, learning it's the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. With Batman knowing that he's now the target, he launches himself through the bat shot, swinging down into the street and giving chase to Cheshire, who jumps from her bike and lands on Batman, electrocuting and poisoning him. She tells him that his heart would stop any moment and does he have any last words, but Batman tells her to brace herself as she is hit by a truck while Batman slides under it while on the bat shot. The truck stops as Batman reveals that the membrane in his suit coated the poisons in her nails the moment she broke the skin. Cheshire is impressed with his bat nail polish remover as she reveals that they are playing a game with Batman tonight, and he won't find out which one until it's all over, and he still doesn't even know all the players yet. Inside the Black Block, all of the assassins have gotten free, and Deathstroke takes down Bullock, telling him that the comms and videos are down for the next 90 seconds. He tells the other assassins to move to Phase 2 now that Phase 1 is done, but a voice tells him that the doors won't be opening for him, since Slade and his employer have stolen their plans. The being is revealed to be the Penguin, who says because of this, he has an advantage over the assassin. Batman issue 87 was another really fun, action-packed issue that continued the great assassin storyline at a nice pace and included some really cool moments for Batman and his new vehicles. I love seeing what's become of Gotham's villains now, with Penguin killing off his own men, so this mysterious new villain, the Designer, won't get anything from him, and how Riddler now is a drug-addicted mess trying to solve the riddle of Gotham. I was a little disappointed they didn't fully follow up on his Year of the Villain one-shot. They did mention it, and I thought it was kind of a little lazy that they just kind of waved it off, that like, oh, he tried to get out of the life of crime, but it just brought him back, and kind of wish they'd built on that a little bit more since it was really interesting. But I am looking forward to seeing what more they do with him in this state. The mystery surrounding this game is pretty intriguing, especially if we are to be getting a new villain, so I'm looking forward to seeing if Tynion sticks the landing with the reveal of who the Designer really is. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.